Anytime that I hear of the name Crunchyroll, it's like a disaster rolling in just like a storm. It reeks of both hard liquor and failure. It's like a garbage mountain that is expected to be cleaned up, yet adds more to the pile and gets worse as time goes on.
It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
Our story takes us to David Wald, who is a pretty big voice actor within the anime dubbing sphere, and has been pretty well known. Well, he has made an alleged claim stating, "Dear friends, if you sent me anything, care of Funimation or Crunchyroll in the last 5 years, I apologize, I didn't get it. I learned yesterday that Crunchyroll opened my private mail, threw away your letters, and passed out any included items to their staff."
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Now, if these claims are true, then boy oh boy, does Crunchyroll have a potential lawsuit on their hands, because that's a federal crime. Now, David Wall will continue by stating, "Dear fellow workers at Crunchyroll, below is a photo of the complete contents of one of the packages addressed to me that was opened and distributed to employees. If you ended up in possession of any of it, I would very much like it returned to me." Which, it looks like there might be some evidence here, so I don't think he would go around and just claim something that's not true. Now, still allegations, but the thing is, if you were to claim this stuff, right, I think David Wald realizes that if it wasn't true, then the thing is, he would lose his job. I mean, they would take the beat stick and they'd come straight for his career's ass. Because making claims like this and then they turn out to not be true, oh, you would be done. Your career would be over. So, if Crunchyroll has been, which it's possible, if they have been doing this, which not just one time, I mean, this would be 5 years worth, this would be insane. I mean, this could lead up to being an actual federal case, because it's taken very seriously in the US. And one of the worst things to ever happen to the anime industry is Sony buying Crunchyroll. Now, the thing is, back in the day, in March of 2021, there was the US Justice Department, which, had antitrust, believing that this could be a monopoly. So, which later in August of 2021, they let the sale go through. Now, I don't know anyone in the right minds that would think this would be a good idea, but I would not doubt it if somebody was having a good time behind closed doors to make this happen, if you know what I mean. It's naturally healthy to have competitors, but when everything becomes a monopoly, that's when it becomes a severe problem. And the thing about this is, when Funimation was merged into Crunchyroll, which the existing Funimation customers, they were sent this email where it would say that all their information, their watch history, all of that would stay the same. But then when you go lower, well, that's when you start to see the problem. As part of our transition to Crunchyroll, the price of your new Crunchyroll plan will increase from $54.95 a year to $99.99 a year beginning January 8th, 2025.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Now, if this didn't already sound bad enough, well, this gets worse because while Funimation had something that Crunchyroll didn't, which was you could buy the anime individually, digitally yourself, well, they had this to say, stating, "What's going to happen to my digital copies? We understand that you may have concerns about your digital copies from Funimation. Please note that Crunchyroll does not currently support Funimation digital copies, which means that access to previously available digital copies will not be supported. However, we are continuously working to enhance our content offerings and provide you with an exceptional anime streaming experience. We appreciate your understanding and encourage you to explore the extensive anime library available on Crunchyroll."
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
It's like they took their customers to the back of a Denny's that had digital copies, and they took out clubs, and they just started beating them over the head with the clubs, and then just started taking from them and saying, "Screw you, you don't own any of this." I mean, man. Crunchyroll? Nah, more like crunchy trash. What the actual fuck? What did they say about it? That has to be illegal. So far, they've replied to none of my emails on the matter, so David Wall claims that they did not respond to anything he said, apparently. And then another person asks, "Are you fucking serious? That's fucking mail fraud." Mail theft, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So, if the claim is true, then, boy, Crunchyroll could be facing a felony here. Because it would fall under these statutes here. Theft or receipt of stolen mail matter generally. Whoever steals, takes, or abstracts, or by fraud or deception obtains or attempts so to obtain from or out of any mail, post office, or station thereof, letterbox, mail, receptacle, or any mail route or other authorized depository for mail matter, or from a letter or mail carrier, any letter, postal card, package, bag, or mail, or abstracts or removes from any such letter, package, bag, or mail, and any article or thing contained therein, or secrets, embezzles, or destroys any such letter, card, package, bag, or mail, or any article or thing contained therein. Which this seems very relevant to the case here. But then the third column is the other one that's important when you look at it, when it says whoever buys, receives, or conceals or unlawfully has in his possession any letter, postal card, package, bag, or mail, or any article or thing contained therein which has been so stolen, taken, embezzled, or abstracted as herein described, knowing the same has, or to have been stolen, taken, embezzled, or abstracted. Or the other one that it could also refer to is this one, obstruction of correspondence. Whoever takes any letter, postal card, or package out of the any post office or any authorized depository for mail matter, or from any letter or mail carrier, or which has been in any post office or authorized depository, or in the custody of any letter or mail carrier before it has been delivered to the person to whom it was directed and designed to obstruct the correspondence, or secrets of another, or opens secrets, embezzles, or destroys the same, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years or both. Looking at this, I mean, this could be really bad for Crunchyroll, not as if their reputation is already down the drain anyways. Besides, if there's actually a crime against humanity that Crunchyroll ever did do, was whenever they actually created High Guardian Spice, and then what gets worse is that abomination, an abortion of an animation show, was released to the public.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I will highly recommend you never watch it, because that show tore my soul apart. Absolutely awful. You know it's real bad when they couldn't even appeal to the LGBTQ plus people, which that's who they were trying to appeal to with this show, and it absolutely failed. They hated it even. Now, there is an issue, though. And when you're looking very closely at this, it could be a potential loophole that people are bringing up, which is this: before it has been delivered to the person to whom it was directed. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because while the package would be, addressed to David Wald as the person it should be going to, but the address would be under Crunchyroll headquarters, or Crunchyroll HQ. So, say that there's a lawsuit, well, it would side more on Crunchyroll, because who is the person in the situation? Well, David Wald may have the name on it, but Crunchyroll would be the destination. That'd be the address. Which, when you think about it, that sucks. I mean, that would enrage anyone, understandably so. I mean, and if this is all true, then yeah, Crunchyroll should be held accountable for what they've been doing, if it's all true. One person responded saying, "Oh my god, WTF," adding to the fact that they constantly give out free merch to the employees and voice actors aren't allowed to participate. We also no longer get free copies of our own work. We don't even get invited to Christmas parties. We are just a product. Too true, except now that I think of it, I'd say most companies defend their products with a lot of enthusiasm. We're staplers, we're post-it notes, we're fragile, but we're replaceable. We're office supplies. Me thinking, geez, it's a good thing I didn't tell them about the gay discrimination, or the medical discrimination, or the union busting, or the continuous culture of fear, or the hostile workplace environment, or...
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Boy, if all of this is true, man, that just means there's more things being stacked up. And Crunchyroll is already bad enough as is. I mean, my god. Just seeing, all the issues that have happened involving, subtitles, translations, things of that sort. Man, oh, this sounds real bad, but a topic for another time. Still no reply at all from the old roll. No apology, no commitment to recover items, nothing. So maybe there's a case, and maybe there's not. Or maybe I just become the whistle that never stops blowing. Either way, these abuses will be brought to light. Stay tuned. Sounds like David is going scorched earth. But it would seem that Crunchyroll did respond to Anime News Network, of all people, oddly enough. Not David Wald for whatever reason. Okay, sure, man. Anime fans have a special connection with dub voice talent, and the emotional expression is important in fueling more love of anime content. We are currently investigating the matter regarding the allegation of undelivered fan mail to a voice actor. We respect the privacy of all of our voice actors and do not intentionally open mail or packages not intended for Crunchyroll. Any fan mail should be sent directly to talent and their management.
No shit.
My question is, if this is all true, then why didn't you let David Wald know for like 5 years? What'd you try to do? Contact him through Carrier Turtle? Because this is 5 years too late if this has been going on this whole time. Yep, Holo Applications ending at a brand new policy at the time this package was sent. We were encouraged to direct fan mail to the studio, and I have not received a piece of fan mail since before Skate the Infinity. So apparently they were encouraged to direct fan mail to the studio. Well, that answers that question. I just want to know how they are investigating the situation when they've clearly not bothered to reach out to you. Seems like a rushed lie. It is an interesting word to use when they haven't made any attempt to contact the person it happened to. Oh, God. This sounds like a total Crunchyroll disaster, as if the reputation wasn't bad enough. Now this, if David Wald, if his claims are true, then who knows how many other voice actors have been losing their mail, like their fan mail from fans that they could have had. If it's true, this, is ridiculous. It's insane. In terms of a lawsuit, though, it sounds like it'd fall more in Crunchyroll's favor, as much as that sucks. If there is one to be had, if David Wald's claims are true, because the address is Crunchyroll headquarters. Yeah, it sounds like a lawsuit would probably fall in their favor. The judge might take Crunchyroll's side over David Wald and anyone else that might side with him. If there is a lawsuit to be had here, if his claims are true. So, hard to say, and it sucks. And people wonder why they, go to the sail to high seas. Besides, Crunchyroll doesn't even license some things that could become lost media, and pirate sites actually save at the end of the day.
It's a pirate's life for me. Savvy?
And the other issues that he brings up, if they're true too, along with that other voice actor that was talking with him in his comments, if it's true and these voice actors get treated like nothing more than products, then they're being mistreated if it's true. It's a horrible case. And there are companies out there that will see their employees just as a number. They don't treat them as people. That's also a thing. Horrible as it is to say, it's the cruel reality of the world. But the most important thing is to always shed light on these types of things because, some of this stuff could always be true. And it's up to us to try to help make the world a better place because, we can actually make it happen.